Over the years, I've learned that success is built on a few key ideas. Simple, powerful, life-changing. And the best part, anyone can apply them. You don't need a degree, a fancy background, or special connections. You just need to be willing to listen, learn, and act. So as we go through these ideas, I want you to write them down, reflect on them, and most importantly, use them. These principles have the power to shape your future if you let them. Ready? Let's get started. Here's the first one. Profit is better than wages. Write that down. You see, nobody teaches this in school, but it's a life-changing idea. Wages will make you a living. Sure, they'll pay the bills. But profits have the power to make you a fortune. That's why it's essential to profit from your own plans. I always tell young people, don't let a single year go by where you don't earn more than you did the year before. That's profit in action. And remember, profit is better than wages. Here's key idea here. Capital. Capital is all about learning how to put your money to work. My mentor used to tell me, when you're in the presence of a fortune, keep quiet and listen. That's powerful. Don't bring a closed mind into the room. Let the ideas flow in, let them settle, let them guide you. Here's the magic of great ideas. They have the power to instruct, to direct, to correct, and to inspire. But only if you're open to them. So here's a simple formula. The more good advice you seek out and act on, the greater your chances of success. Advice is priceless. Here's the next one. Beware of what you become in pursuit of what you want. You've got to protect yourself. Don't strive for success just to make a fortune. Don't aim for a big paycheck while losing what truly matters. Sure, make the money. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't do it at the expense of your health. What's the profit if a man gains the whole world but loses his health? Or worse, loses his family, his marriage, his values, or his virtues? I'm telling you, we can't afford to lose those things. They're too precious. We've got to keep it all together. And here's the good news. It's possible to do that. Success doesn't have to cost you the things that matter most. Now, here's key thought. How you feel affects your attitude. How you feel about your past, how you feel about your future, how you feel about the people in your life, and how you feel about yourself. These feelings shape your actions, your decisions, your success, how you feel about others. Here's the truth. You can't succeed by yourself. No one does it alone. It takes all of us. A community, a network, a team. A refined sense of appreciation for each other is essential. Why? Because it's impossible to build something great without the support and contribution of others. It takes all of us to build a business, to create a society, to raise a family, to make a market, ideas, inspiration, and opportunity. They're all born out of collaboration. Here's the key phrase. It takes all of us to make any one of us successful. And when you understand that, when you truly appreciate the role others play in your life, your own possibilities begin to expand. Your opportunities soar. Here's the key. How you feel about yourself. That's the big one. Understanding self-worth is the foundation of progress. Let me ask you, how valuable are you? What could you achieve if you developed your skills, took the extra steps, stayed up late learning, and really tapped into your potential? A powerful exercise is to ask yourself, what could I become in terms of value? What could I do in the marketplace? In business, for my family, in my relationships, my friendships, my experiences. How much more could I contribute if I fully developed the value I already have? Here's a key question. Am I valuable enough to work on the parts of my life that aren't yet functioning at full capacity? If I'm only at 20%, what could I accomplish with the other 80%? And here's the exciting part. Once you start to understand your true worth, you open the door to an entirely new experience. Self-worth is the beginning of everything. And let's not forget attitude. Attitude plays a huge role in how life turns out. How you feel about yourself, your circumstances, and your potential shapes every decision you make. And here's another phrase to remember. Don't join the ranks of those who say, it's getting worse whatever you do. Don't join that group. If you start saying, how could it get any worse? You've already signed up for their club. Don't do it. It's like the man who once said to me, the trouble with Japanese automobiles is that they're hard to repair. And I asked him, compared to what? That's perspective. Things aren't necessarily getting worse. They're just changing. Life isn't about wishing for fewer winters. It's about learning to handle the winters just as well as you enjoy the summers. That's part of the growth process. Next one, engage in vigorous learning. Commit yourself to a lifelong journey of growth and development. Learn to develop valuable skills. Master another language. It's a tool that can open doors you didn't even know existed. Learn how to connect with people, to work well with others, and to communicate effectively. And here's a critical one. Learn how to speak with clarity and purpose. Develop the ability to articulate your ideas, your thoughts, your heart, and your soul. It's not just about talking. It's about sharing what matters most with precision and impact. This kind of skill will transform your life. Next one, challenge yourself. Here's a powerful principle. Don't wait for life to push you. Push yourself. Challenge yourself to rise above your comfort zone. Stretch your limits. Why? Because it's not just about conquering the challenge. It's about what the challenge makes of you. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable. Challenges shape you, refine you, and help you discover your true potential. Don't wait for the outside world to test you. Take the lead. Embrace the process of growth through self-initiated challenges. That's where the real transformation happens. Next one, stir up your ambitions. Set goals that inspire you to reach higher. Make them big, bold, and meaningful. Big enough to stretch your thinking and your efforts. Remember, the value of a goal isn't just in achieving it. The real reward is in who you become along the way. Goals that are big enough to make you work harder and think smarter will help you grow into a person of greater capacity. Let your ambitions drive you forward. Set goals that make you proud of the journey, not just the destination. That's how you create a life worth living. Here's the next one, learn to be self-reliant. What a virtue self-reliance is. Not just a virtue, but a necessity for living a fulfilled life. Self-reliance means taking responsibility for yourself, your actions, and your outcomes. Now, I'm not saying you have to do everything alone. That's not the point. The point is to become capable, dependable, and strong enough to take care of yourself. Learn how to meet your needs, solve your problems, and stand on your own 2 feet. Self-reliance is the foundation of confidence and success. Next one, learn to be a better parent. What could make a bigger impact on your life than improving as a parent? Think about it. The influence you have, the legacy you leave, the love you nurture. Learning to be a better parent isn't just about raising children. It's about shaping the future. Imagine the joy and fulfillment that comes from seeing your children grow into responsible, capable, and loving individuals. So here's the key. Commit to becoming a better parent. The rewards will last a lifetime. Next one. Learn to be a better teacher. Here's a challenge. Take what you know and share it. Share it with your family, your community, or even with children in school. Become a teacher, not just by profession, but by practice. Teach others how to grow, how to think, how to believe in themselves. Inspire someone else to the point that they become inspired, and in turn, you'll feel inspired as well. That's the beauty of teaching. It's a cycle of growth for them and for you. Learn to be a better teacher. It's one of the most rewarding roles you can play. Next one, learn to express your true feelings. What a virtue. When you learn to share your emotions authentically and honestly, it strengthens your relationships, builds trust, and deepens your connection with others. Expressing your feelings is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's about being real, being vulnerable, and being human. So work on it. Open up and let people see the real you. It will transform how you connect with the world. Next one, work harder on yourself than on your job. Now, here's the ultimate lesson. Always work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Why? Because your job will only take you as far as you can grow. Personal growth is the engine of success. Improve your skills, expand your knowledge, and strengthen your character. When you grow, everything else around you grows too. Make it a daily habit to invest in yourself. You are your greatest asset. Here's the next one. Learn how to adjust. Adjust your philosophy. Adjust your attitude. Adjust your activity. Life is full of seasons. There are summers of abundance, but there are also winters of difficulty. Learn to adjust to the winters. Learn to adapt to a downturn. Don't let the tough times throw you off course. Instead, meet them head on. Face them. Handle them. Conquer them. You see, the ability to adjust is one of the greatest skills you can develop. If your plan isn't working, no problem. Adjust it. It's not about being perfect. It's about being willing to change. And here's something important. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't let others be too hard on you, and certainly don't let the world beat you down. Remember this phrase, don't let the world influence you. You influence the world. Now, let's talk about a common enemy, neglect. Neglect is so easy, isn't it? Just a little bit here, a little bit there. It doesn't seem like much at first. But here's the catch. Neglect sets the process in motion. And once that process starts, it can be hard to reverse. The weeds start growing, the foundation starts cracking, and before you know it, you've got a real problem. So here's the secret. Catch it early. Catch it while it's still small. It's the little errors, the little oversights, the little neglects that lead to big problems. Don't wait for the weeds to take over the garden. Stop them while they're just sprouting. If you notice things slipping, your habits, your focus, your momentum, take action immediately. Say to yourself, wait a minute. I need to step in. I need to adjust. I need to make changes right now. That's how you stay in control. That's how you grow. And that's how you win. Here's the next one. Become a good conversationalist. This is one of the most valuable skills you can master. Learn how to share ideas, express thoughts, and tell stories in a way that captivates others. Learn how to paint pictures with your words so people can see what you see, feel what you feel, and understand your experiences. Conversation is a bridge. It connects hearts, minds, and souls. It's not just about talking. It's about sharing. Share your heart. Share your soul. Share your experiences. And here's the real challenge. Learn to converse with people who don't agree with you. That's where the growth happens. Differences don't have to damage relationships. In fact, they can make relationships richer, more exciting. Celebrate the differences. Let them deepen your connections, not divide them. Share books you've read, ideas you've explored, seminars you've attended. Share the things that have shaped you. The ability to express yourself is one of life's greatest joys. And it's a skill that can be learned. It's an art form. And when you master it, you'll not only enrich your own life, but the lives of everyone around you. Learn to express your heart, your soul, your mind, and watch how the world opens up to you. Here's the next one. Learn to negotiate the obstacles. They're there. Life is full of them. But don't let them stop you. Obstacles aren't the end of the road. They're part of the journey. Some of your most important decisions will come while navigating life's obstacle course. Learn how to weave through, climb over, or push past those challenges. It's a skill you'll use again and again. Here's the next one. The easy stuff is easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. That's the trap. The actions you need to take, the lessons you've learned, the habits you know will serve you. They're simple. But because they're simple, they're just as easy to ignore and neglect. That's where the trouble starts. A little virus, if left unchecked, can turn into something disastrous. The same principle applies to your life. It's not the big issues that catch most people. It's the small errors in judgment. A little neglect here, a little procrastination there. And before you know it, you've got a much bigger problem. Here's what happens. The smallest mistake, the smallest neglect, if repeated, compounds over time. The first year of ignoring a small cold could lead to pneumonia. But if you catch it early, if you act in time, you can solve almost anything. Here's the next one. Learn how to be versatile. Flexibility is a treasure. Don't get so locked into your views, attitudes, or routines that you miss opportunities to adapt. Life demands versatility, the ability to pivot, to adjust, to see things from a new perspective. Being flexible isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It's what allows you to thrive in a world that's constantly changing. Now, here's the next one. Learn to be a better thinker. Developing your ability to think is one of the greatest investments you can make in yourself. Why? Because thought precedes action. The way you think shapes the way you live. Here's the good news, you can change the way you think. Maybe you've always thought a certain way. That's fine. Change it. Maybe you've always held a certain belief. That's fine too. Change it. Your philosophy, your worldview, your mindset. They're not set in stone. They can evolve, and they should. Here's a joke to make the point. I used to be a Democrat. Then I thought, what a terrible party. I need to become a Republican. So I did. No, I didn't. That's a joke. But the point stands. You can change your mind about anything. You're not bound by your past thinking. Growth requires you to challenge your own beliefs and refine them as you gain new insights. Now learn to think accurately, clearly, deeply, and logically. Learn to think practically too. This is one of the greatest challenges of your education. Accurate thinking is what separates success from failure, clarity from confusion, and progress from stagnation. Here's the next one. Learn how to be a better observer. Observation is one of the greatest skills in life. You don't always have to touch the stove to know it's hot, right? Sometimes you just need to watch and learn. Or learn from observing. Learn from reading. Learn from the experiences of others, their mistakes, their triumphs. You can even learn from their failures. Why? Because you don't have time to make every mistake yourself. That's a saying I love. Learn from other people's mistakes because you simply don't have time to make them all on your own. Isn't that true? Life is too short to try every path. Take the shortcut. Observe. Learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from their successes. But don't stop there. Learn from your own experience too. Reflect, adjust, grow. And most importantly, learn to observe with purpose. Observe to learn, not to criticize. See it, hear it, sense it, and capture it. Observation is the gateway to understanding, and understanding is the foundation of progress. Here's the next one. Observe the consequences. This is where the real wisdom lies. If someone stands up in a seminar and says, I've been doing this and that, your job is to observe. What are the results? If they've been at it for 3 days, give them a little more time. If they've been doing it for 3 years and they're still broke, you might think, that's not a great program. But if they've been doing it for 30 years and they're rich, then you say, that's someone I want to learn from. It's all about the results. If the consequences are good, follow. If the consequences are bad, make changes. That's called being a good observer. Don't let anyone lead you down a dead-end road. Sometimes people will say, let's try this for a while. If it's not working, don't stick around. Don't get trapped in someone else's game. Be wise enough to walk away. Here's the next one. Learn how to be a good listener. This is one of the most valuable skills you can develop, and it will serve you in every area of life. Listening is an art, a discipline, and a gift to those around you. Listen to what people are saying, but don't stop there. Listen to what they mean. Listen to what's left unsaid. Listen to what needs clarification. Listen to what's been omitted. Pay attention to their words, their tone, and their intensity. Listen for the things that demand answers, the questions beneath the surface. The better you listen, the more you understand, and the more effective you become. I had to learn this skill. When I first started, if you'd asked me who needs to improve their communication skills, I would have said, not me. I was the talker. I could talk a mile a minute. I could present my case, explain my reasons, and make my point. And I thought that was communication. But here's what I discovered. Communication is two-sided. One side is talking. The other side is listening. One side is telling your story. The other side is hearing someone else's. That's what real communication looks like, both sides engaged. Let me tell you, I had to learn the art of listening. It wasn't natural for me at first, but it changed everything. You've got to listen to what the marketplace is saying. Listen to what your customers are saying, current and future. Listen to your team. Listen to your family. Listen to your friends. Listening is about being present and alert. Here's the next one. Be alert. Stay sharp. Be on top of what's happening in your life, your business, and your relationships. Ask yourself the important questions. What's happening around me? What's going on with my family? What's happening with my business? What's going on in my communication skills? What's happening with my ability to connect, to speak, to articulate ideas? Stay curious, stay engaged, stay aware. Here's the next one. Be ready to pick up the signals. Learn to tune in, to listen, to observe. Signals are usually small, almost hidden, but they're there if you're paying attention. The question is, are you ready to pick them up? What's going on around you? What's happening in the marketplace? What's shifting in the economy? What's the opportunity? The signals are always there, but they don't jump out. You have to train yourself to see them. A good salesman knows how to pick up the signals. They notice where the pressure points are, where the desire is, where the question is that needs answering. They're always asking, what's happening here? What's the real need? What's the next move? Think about the weather. A skilled observer can sense the wind changing, feel the rain coming. Life's no different. The signals of opportunity, growth, and change are all around you. You just have to be ready to catch them. So keep your eyes open, your ears tuned, and your radar sharp. That's how you stay ahead. By picking up the signals before anyone else does. Here's the next one. Practice your skills. That's it, because practice is the magic ingredient. Practice makes progress, and progress leads to mastery. If you want to become great at communication, if you want to be an expert, the key is simple. Practice. Practice your speaking skills. Practice your listening skills. Practice your overall communication skills. Here's the exciting part. It doesn't take forever to get good. With consistent effort, you'll see improvement quickly. And once you start improving, here's what's really exciting. You can keep getting better. There's no limit to how far you can go. You'll find yourself reaching new levels, gaining confidence, and unlocking opportunities you never imagined. But remember, it's not enough to just talk about practicing. You've got to do it. The key to all the valuable virtues, whether it's discipline, confidence, or leadership, is practice. Day by day, step by step. Here's the next one. Practice getting ready. Have the tools. Know what you need to take with you. Know what to have on hand. Know what to make available. It's not just about preparation. It's about readiness. Here's the secret. Be ready, so you don't have to get ready. That's the key. Have the skills ready. Have the information ready. Have the tools ready. When opportunity knocks, you're not scrambling. You're stepping right through the door. Preparation is power. It's having the knowledge, the ideas, the resources, all lined up and ready to go. Imagine walking into every situation fully equipped, fully confident, fully ready. That's what separates the successful from the struggling. Here's the next one on listening. Be ready to take notes. Capture those ideas when they come. Sometimes inspiration strikes like lightning, quick and unexpected. It might happen in the middle of a conversation during a quiet moment or in the most unusual circumstances. But here's the key. Be ready. You don't have to be ready to write a book. You don't have to be prepared to give a major speech. But you do have to be ready to jot down that thought, that insight, that little gem of an idea before it slips away. Ideas are precious, but they're also fleeting. If you don't catch them, they're gone. Here's the next one. Be a student of your own life. Commit to learning from everything around you. Learn from this seminar. Learn from your experiences. Learn from your observations. Learn from the books you read, the people you meet, the challenges you face, and the opportunities you seize. Be a student of your own life because that's where most of your growth will come from. Life is the ultimate classroom, and you are both the student and the subject. Embrace this journey of discovery, this adventure of growth. I wish you well on this voyage. I wish you well on this mission. I wish you well on this process of becoming all you're meant to be. This journey can change your life. It changed mine. It can help you become all you want to be, achieve all you want to achieve, and make all the contributions you dream of making. It can help you leave a legacy that truly matters. Now, finally, let me leave you with a key lesson. Learn how to handle the winters. Winters come for all of us in life, in business, and relationships. They're the tough times, the challenges, the downturns. But here's the truth. Winters are predictable. Winter always follows summer. You've got to prepare for it, and you've got to learn how to face it. Don't blame the winter. Don't blame the government, the taxes, or the economy. Blame the snow. No, that's just the nature of life. The key is to learn how to handle it. Build your character in the winters. That's where growth happens. That's what makes the journey worthwhile. You can't have the harvest of summer without enduring the winters. Life is balanced that way. Rich and poor, good and bad, success and failure. It's all part of the deal. So learn how to handle the winters, and once you master that, you're on your way to conquering life. If you're in America, you've got every reason to believe in that promise. But too many people face the future with doubt. We probably won't make it. It's going to be tough. Listen, don't carry that baggage. Replace it with hope and optimism. Face the future with confidence. Not just for yourself, but for your family, your business, your community. I'll be honest, I didn't always think this way. I used to look at the future with caution. I hope I don't get disappointed, but what kind of life does that lead to? If I'd stuck with that mindset, I wouldn't have made it. So here's the secret. Turn to the future with faith, with the belief that things will improve. That's the promise of America. That's the promise of life. Embrace it and your whole world can change. Here's what's key. The seasons are always coming and going. Spring doesn't last forever. Here comes the fall. Here comes the winter. And yes, here comes the spring again. Life is a cycle, and each season brings something unique. The challenge and the opportunity is to learn how to benefit from all the seasons of life. There's a time to rest, relax, and recharge. There's a time to sow, putting in the hard work that sets the stage for success. And there's a time to reap, to harvest the rewards of your labor. The secret is knowing how to take full advantage of each season. In the fall, don't just sit back or keep working endlessly. Harvest. That's what fall is for. Gather in the results of all your effort. And when you've done that, go home and rest. Enjoy time with your family. Celebrate the harvest. I used to go home exhausted thinking, I hope I'm not too tired to enjoy this. But then I learned how to harvest with energy, not just survival. And winter. Winter isn't just for resting. It's for growing stronger. Use that time to reflect, to plan, to build your inner strength. Yes, rest is part of it, but don't miss the chance to prepare for what's ahead. Now, here's the next big idea. Learn how to reap in the summer. While it's summer, make the most of it. Reap in the summer. Reap in the summer, reap in the fall, reap in the spring. Each season offers its own rewards. The secret is to enjoy and take advantage of these unique moments. Here's another key. Don't let the day get away from you. Make sure you get the most out of each day. Time management is a challenge for so many of us. But it's not just about managing time, it's about maximizing it. That's the real challenge. We all have the same 24 hours, but what makes the difference is how we use them. It's our philosophy, our attitude, and what we've been taught that determine how we invest our time. Is the most valuable resource we have. Why? Because you can't save it, you can't bank it, and you can't get it back. Every single day is a unique treasure. Once you understand that, here's the phrase to remember. Take advantage of today. Today is all we've got. I used to live in the past. I was Mr. Past, always focused on yesterday. My mistakes, my troubles, my trials, but then I realized something powerful. The past is gone. It's not as exciting or as important as the future. The past is over and you can't bring it back. The future is where the possibilities are. So stop living in the past and start investing in today to build a better tomorrow. Now, here's another lesson. Make rest a necessity, not an objective. Rest is important, but it's not the goal. It's a tool, a necessity to recharge and prepare for what's next. Learn how to rest, learn how to relax, learn how to enjoy, but don't let rest become the destination. The truth is, you'll never build wealth or success by just working for someone else. Real success comes when you work harder on yourself than you do on your job. So invest in yourself. Work on your skills, your mindset, your future. That's the path to the life you've always wanted.